Well, I think, some of the things that happen in that situation is we're not disciplined enough sometimes to get some inside touches. Sometimes we settle for open jumpers. Sometimes really early in the shot clock instead of making them play defense for 25, 28, 30 seconds. Those are the kinds of mistakes that young teams make. And so leads evaporate pretty quick when you're settling for jumpers and they're not going in. We need to continue to get better. You hold a team to 46 points, you think you're probably going to win. But, you shoot 27% from the field and 30-something% from the free throw line, you're not going to win very many of those games.
You kind of touched on it a little bit with saying you kind of have a young, somewhat inexperienced team. How much of that has been, I guess, how much of a part of the problem has that been early on in the season, being that you are working with all new players with the exception of just a couple guys?
Well, I think one of the things, if we've had some injury issues, and every team goes through them, but probably our best all-around player is not playing right now. And he's a kid that he helps us. He makes us better. He's big. He can do some things. And I think we'll be a better team when he's on the floor. However, injuries are part of the game, and it's kind of the next man in. So we're getting some guys some valuable experience, and it's going to help us in the long run. I like this group. I still think they have the potential to be pretty good. We just have to keep teaching, and we got to keep getting better at some things.
Darius said that this team is very close to where it wants to be. 3 losses by I think a combined 12 points is what I was touching on with him. How close is this team to where you want them to be as a coach?
We're not very close at all. I mean, we have a lot of work to put in. Our decision making at critical times needs to improve. All 3 games, we've had leads with 5 or 6 minutes to go. Now, 6 minutes is an eternity in basketball. But when you settle for jumpers and you do some of the things that we've been doing, those decisions aren't good ones. We've got to get better with those things. So I don't think we're very close at all to where we can be and where we will be at one point in this season. But, as a coaching staff, we like these guys. We're going to keep working hard. We just got to keep getting better. I mean, we've had 3 close losses, and that's not acceptable. That's not good enough. Those are games that, we make a few better decisions. Maybe we have some things over in the win column instead of 3 in the loss column.
Finally, this early season stretch, not many home games out of the jump. You don't really start hitting a groove with the home games, I think, until I think it's January. So how much, I guess, can this team learn and pick up and grow while playing a lot of games on the road?
Well, I think it certainly puts a lot of pressure again on our younger players, and hopefully we'll get healthy and get some of our veteran players back. We just have to stay the course. We just got to keep teaching and keep getting better at some things. And it'll be harder with teams on the road because the stretch of games that we have is brutal. With all the Division I and Division II programs, we're going to be playing all scholarship things. But that's what we want. I mean, that's going to help us get better in the long run for our conference. Because that really, the preseason is all about getting ready for our conference so we can do some damage there. So whether it's on the road or home, we just got to keep getting better.